Happy Halloween, everybody! Just in time for this spooky season, Elizabeth and Madison were joined by guest Samantha to discuss their top 10 ghost-type Pokémon. Hello, and welcome to the Gamer Girl Podcast. I am your host, Beth, and I am joined, as I am every time, by my co-host, Maddie.
Hello.
As well as a special guest, my sister, Sam.
Hi.
Today we're talking ghost-type Pokemon, answering all sorts of questions, and more. To kick off tonight's recording, let's break some ice with today's icebreaker, brought to you by the lovely people at Beth Broadcasting, aka me. So, how is about we have Samantha ask her icebreaker question first, as she is the guest?
Okay.
So, is that good with you, Maddie?
With me.
Okay, if you could only train 3 Pokemon types, what would you choose?
So, like, in real life, train them?
Yeah, or game. I would choose Ghost type.
How about, like, wait, do you mean Pokemon or Pokemon types?
If you could only train 3 different, if you could only train 3 different Pokemon types, what would you choose to train?
Okay.
I choose, Ghost type, normal type, and grass types.
I mean, you get some type coverage, but what about fire type?
Well, that also means if it has that type and then it's mixed with another type, like I could have a Ghost Water type.
Yeah. Okay.
Which there is.
Yeah.
The only one I'd have to worry about is a Ghost Rock type. Which there's that in grass and normal.
That is true. So, how about you, Maddie? What 3 Pokemon, if you could only train 3 Pokemon types, what would you pick?
So, I feel like for coverage, I think fire and water would both be really good to have. And then, what, I mean, Fairy is just really strong. Only has a couple weaknesses that aren't very common.
Yeah.
And it's very powerful against Dragon, which is a difficult type to defeat.
Well, fairies, it's like, oh, it's so cute. And then it will kill you in a matter of seconds.
Their play rough is.
Moon Blast. Very strong. So, yeah, I'd have to think more, but yeah, I'm thinking off the top of my head, there's a lot of good. I mean, are we saying that we could still have dual types of the Pokemon?
Yes.
Sam had said, dual types are okay. Like, so if I could just do water type, for example, and then as a fire type coverage, I just have Volcanion. It's easy.
That's not a common one.
Whatever, it's fine.
What would your 3 be, though, Maddie?
Well,
Elizabeth.
Maddie didn't finish, though.
Oh, sorry.
Well, so I think those 3 types, I'd have to think more, like, if I was choosing, like, 3 specific Pokemon that would be the best together. I don't know off the top of my head. But that would be a fun challenge run to do, just to have, like, you can only use 3 different Pokemon types. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Have you already done something similar to that? But it was
I did that.
Like water and dark?
Well, I did one where it was just water types. And then I ended up getting a grass type because I ended up getting a grass type and then it learned a bug type move because I couldn't get past the grass gym. So what I ended up doing is having water types plus a Ferrothorn, I think is what it is. It's a steel grass type, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to worry about fire types, which has a 4 times effective. It had a 4 times weakness to it. And I'm a team of majority of water types, so didn't really have to worry about that fire type weakness too much.
What would your 3 be, though, Beth?
My 3 would be, well, did you finish, Maddie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. My 3 would probably be easy is water and dark, because those are my 2 favorites. And then as a third type, I would either go with steel or dragon. Or maybe go with, dragon and then have a steel dragon.
Dragon would be better because steel has multiple weaknesses and it's only effective against fairy.
Steel has a lot of defensive, like really good defensive.
Like iron defense.
No, not that. It has a lot of havings of defensively. Like there's not a lot of stuff that's effective against it.
Because you can't destroy steel.
So I would probably actually go with steel type. Because they're also really cool. The majority of them are pretty cool.
Do you like Caparaja?
Yeah, it's okay. So, that answers that question. Maddie, how about you ask your icebreaker next?
Okay. So, since we're kind of going for a spooky theme with this episode, my question is, what has been your scariest experience in gaming? It doesn't have to be like a game, but
it's from a quote-unquote horror game. It's from one of the scarier Zelda games, I'm sure.
Princess?
Yeah, the one Ilia cutscene in Twilight Princess that everyone no, it was Blizzita. When Yida, the female Yeti at Snow Peak Mansion, turns around and just like jump scares you. She like turns around and then her face just flips and it reveals this red-eyed fanged monster. And I was like, I had seen pictures of it in like the Hyrule Historia and the encyclopedia before, but it did not, and I had even seen on YouTube videos, but it did not prepare me for the true trauma I experienced while playing the game. So yeah, that would probably be the scariest experience I've had while playing a game.
Does sound creepy.
I don't think I've really ever had one.
Yeah.
If you go with something that scared me, like, oh no, like say maybe Among Us, like, oh no, I'm gonna get caught. I've had a couple of those recently, but I've never really had a jump scare. Only ever those, because I don't really play any scary games. I typically only watch people play them. I'm more into those, like, games like Mario or Zelda that have the story that isn't insanely scary. I've also never played Twilight Princess. So
I don't really play scary games because I'm not into that. But actually, my scariest experience is in a game that really shouldn't be scary at all, and that's Animal Crossing New Leaf. When you're like, yeah.
I'm so confused. I'm curious as to what scared you.
It was a late night. I was just relaxing years ago, playing my 3DS, and then lo and behold, the what?
Was it at 3:33 a.m. on a Saturday?
No, I'm not talking about the television thing. No. I forgot about that. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, just a little creepy.
No.
But okay, continue, sorry.
I look around and I see a spider crawling along the ground. It's a tarantula. I don't have a tarantula I didn't even know about them. I didn't have it in my encyclopedia thing. So I go to catch it and then it knocks me out. Literally.
Doesn't it like charge at you? It and scorpions?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it knocks me out. My character falls to the ground. My heart rate is like, what is happening right now? I was literally freaked out. I was just having a relaxing time in Animal Crossing, and then I passed out.
You died.
I'm like, did I just die in Animal Crossing? Like, I didn't.
You
No
can
one
die
told
in
me
Animal
this.
Crossing, guys.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, no one
Well,
told
back
me. I was. Yeah, well, go ahead.
Well, there are a few times, I guess, maybe scary, as in maybe I've done like a Mario game, like Mario Odyssey, I guess, another thing about it, where I trying to get up and then I fall and I get like really scared I'm gonna fall. And then either I'm able to save myself or I end up falling. And it's just that moment where like, oh no, I'm gonna fall, and you'll die from that fall. And I've had that a few times, and I guess that has scared me.
Yeah.
That me like, oh no, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna have to completely restart, and you're like, oh, like play into something. But the last checkpoint, and it's like a really long thing, and the last checkpoint was like a while ago, and then you die. You have to completely go back to everything.
So
time limit like gets my heart rate up. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh, that too.
So, anyways, my icebreaker question is, what is your favorite Halloween costume that you have dressed up as so far? You can include this year if this year is your favorite Halloween costume so far.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, you can go if you want to.
I think 3 years ago probably was my favorite when I was Breath of the Wild Zelda.
Oh, that was fun. And I was Breath of the Wild Link. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. And then at the costume party they had Smash Melee.
Yep.
And
I
played
destroyed everybody.
Yeah, I played as Zelda while being Zelda. It was the wrong Zelda, but still.
Yeah, it was Ocarina of Time Zelda, but
they still have the similar pattern of like the things in the front with like the little cloth around them.
The outfit's very different.
Oh yeah.
Even like Link.
Zelda, she wears like a blue t-shirt, pants. If you dress in the like her adventure thing, but all fancy, it's simply just a white dress. It's never like the pink with the white and the gold and the huge Triforce earrings or the big crown. None of that.
Right.
It's like casual princess, not regal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Breath of the Wild Zelda's my favorite.
I have.
What?
Are you done, Maddie? Are you done?
Yeah.
So I have a couple. There was one year when I was younger where I dressed up as a nurse, and my mom, who is a nurse, let me use our mom, who is a nurse, let me actually use her stethoscope. Her actual stethoscope.
Yeah,
and I thought
she could hear people's heartbeats. It was terrifying.
Wow. Beth.
Yeah.
And then 1 year I actually was a Pokemon breeder. The other I was a Pokemon trainer. And then this year I'm being an Inkling. So I'm really excited for that.
Ew.
I got a custom hat, shirt, everything from the game.
Yeah, she's gonna be crazy.
So what are you doing for your weapon?
I haven't decided. If all else fails, I'll just take a paint bucket from like Lowe's or Ace, and then just use that.
Well, yeah.
But I want to try and get one of the water guns that look like the gun that has like the big container on top, and it's like that's on the original Amiibos. One like that.
Well, yeah. I
have
just
two.
spray paint a but yeah.
The bucket's a smart idea. I'm doing 2 water guns, and they're gonna be like dualies.
Because that's what you main as.
I wanted to do a paint roller, but then it was just too much work to go get a paint roller.
And make it that big?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, my favorite costume So this year will be the third year I am Link. I'm pretty sure. Because I ended up doing Breath of the Wild again for trick-or-treating, I think, one year. Maybe. I know I did Breath of the Wild Link one year when you were Breath of the Wild Zelda, and that was fun. And I had a Hylian cloak and all that fun stuff. And then this year I'm going to be, like, traditional Link, but it's more of a Twilight Princess-styled cape. And, tunic or whatever you want to call it. But, so that's going to be fun. Pokemon Trainer was a really fun costume when I was the Pokemon Trainer and you were in your Charmander onesie. Trying to think what I was.
So hot.
Last year I was Toph and all I had was a shirt that said, "This is my Toph costume." That was... I waited till the last minute. And then this time I didn't wait till the last minute, which is nice.
Planned it out completely.
I just realized that I could also wear a blue scarf with my Link outfit because I have a blue scarf, and then I could be Hyrule Warriors Link.
Put the holder for the sword on wrong, and I had to tell her to put it on right.
No, I knew how to do it.
You had to think.
No, I knew how to do it.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, what ended up happening? Well, so I'm thinking, this is hard. And then also all the costumes I was when I was younger. Tinkerbell, Snow White,
Was it pumpkin
X-Wing Fighter. You were a pumpkin fairy the year I was Tinkerbell.
And I was like 3 or 4.
And then our other sister was a pumpkin one year when she was really little. That was fun.
That was adorable.
But so anyways, I think though my favorite is either Batgirl, because I was obsessed with Batgirl, or... X-Wing Fighter Pilot was actually probably my favorite.
Wasn't that like Princess Leia?
Because I had Sam here was Princess Leia. But I had so fun. I thought I was so cool with my finger guns. And also I was doing ballet, so it was really fun to do our Halloween ballet dance and that. But so yeah, I think my favorite costume has been X-Wing Fighter Pilot because it was just a really fun costume to wear. And I looked so I looked amazing for a 7-year-old, 6-year-old. I was the 6-year-old. 8. I was the 8-year-old.
Which costume
the
is this?
8-year-old.
When I was younger, I was very obsessed with Pikachu. I think I was Pikachu like 2 years in a row.
Oh wow.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
I think one day when I'm married and have kids, I'll probably dress him up. That would be fun to do, like do a whole Pokemon thing.
They're the starters and you're the trainer.
Well, or what we could do is I dress up as Misty or Dawn maybe, or Serena. And then my husband will dress up as Ash. And then all our kids
Brock. He should dress up as Brock. Oh.
Then all our kids can be Pikachu. And...
No, they could be Charmander, Bulbasaur,
No.
Squirtle.
They'll be Pikachu. One of the kids will be Pikachu. And then all the others can be other Pokemon. Or maybe what we could do is I'm Jessie and my husband's James. And then our kids
Let's
Meow.
Say that! Yes!
Yeah, Meow
Yes!
Meow
I don't think I can't imagine a kid really wanting to be Wobbuffet though.
Wobbuffet!
Wobbuffet!
Woo!
Oh, you have one word to say?
Meow, that's right.
Easy.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
Yeah. So, that was a bit of a lengthy icebreaker today, but so next let's go into Next let's go into what have you been playing? So, today, how about we have our guests go first. So Samantha, what have you been playing lately?
So, I know I'm late, but I recently got Among Us on my Switch. First time I've really ever owned it and played it a lot. I've done a little bit of Stardew Valley. Not much of anything else, really. I'm trying to get pretty far on a farm. But really, I've only been doing really Stardew Valley and Among Us. Maybe a bit of Mario Kart with friends. Or family. My sisters.
As Among Us, like, I kind of stopped playing Among Us around the time they added the map. Have they the new map? Have they added anything else in, the past, I don't know how
They
long?
have not. They have not.
Didn't you used to, buy pets and hats, clothes?
Yeah, now you earn stuff instead of buy it.
Well, yeah, but you also have predetermined clothes. There's a bunch of new hats. They added rules of
Shish kebabs!
Guardian Angel, Engineer, and Shapeshifter, which are all cool. Which we can get maybe into another time, or you guys can get into.
This is an Among Us episode.
I
We're
know.
not talking about a dead game.
Can we do Among Us where I'm part of it, please?
No, we're not talking about
Wait,
a
let's
dead
back-
game.
Let's bring back Among Us. I missed the Among Us days.
Yes.
How many hours of 2020 did I spend playing Among Us?
Too many
I
that I was not
remember
a part of.
Liz was rickrolling random chat lobbies for
Never
fun.
gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
No, we need to. Okay, people are gonna unfollow. Please do not unfollow. This is get crazy. This is chaotic. We brought my younger sister on.
They should follow for the rickroll. They should follow for the rickrolls.
They
in my
should follow
opinion.
for that.
Yes. They should
You know
follow
what
for
that's
sisters
what we're
coming
gonna
on.
start doing. We're gonna start hiding a rickroll in every episode, and you have to timestamp where the rickroll is,
And then you get a shout out.
and then you get a shout out, and you get once we get the merch shop up and running, maybe
You can get a free
you
sticker.
can enter a giveaway, and every month or so or 2 months we'll give out a free sweatshirt, and you can have nice swag like us.
You can't see the swag though, and I'm not wearing any because I don't have any, so
Very sad, yes.
only the hosts get it.
No.
For now.
Well, for right now, because we're the cool kids.
For now.
You also haven't set it up yet,
Yeah.
and it was a surprise for your birthday.
Yeah. Which this past Tuesday of this episode coming out was my birthday. That was fun. It was also Andros's birthday from Nintendo Pals, apparently. So that was exciting to find out.
Really cool podcast. Go
Which
check them out.
actually, what's really cool is last year in 2021, an episode actually came out on my birthday. I never mentioned anything, but just thought I'd let you guys know. So you should totally go listen to that episode. It was just me, your favorite host. I'm kidding. We love you, Maddie. We all love you. It wouldn't be as fun without you.
Now
So-
she's not lonely.
Now,
Thank you.
Maddie. Yeah, now I'm not all by myself. And people still liked listening to me by myself, but still, it's so much more fun. Not talking all by myself. All sad. So, Maddie, what have you been playing?
So, you already know, last weekend I picked up WarioWare Get It Together.
Wait. I know such a thing. It's not like you came and drove 6 hours to surprise me for my birthday or anything.
Yeah.
What? Oh wait, I was.
Yeah,
That did
we
happen.
we thought about recording
That was
last week, but then we had too much fun together.
I wasn't ready either, so
That too. None of us were ready and prepared.
put this all together last
We
minute,
just-
like today.
No. Oh
We
yeah,
just
you did.
we just decided to cause chaos for Nintendo Pals instead.
As you do. Well, because you see, we have to cause chaos for them, so then they can't take over the world of Nintendo Podcasts. We have to take over the world of Nintendo Podcasts before Nintendo Pals. which is why you guys should subscribe on YouTube. Give us 5-star ratings, which we don't have any today, which is sad and depressing.
Do a 5-star
We go
review.
below.
Be cool. Don't
We-
suck.
Yeah. We got a low effort method. Our methods are a little questionable to take over Nintendo podcasts. It's a little concerning, but it's fine.
You should also subscribe because your cool host Beth. Because your cool hosts Beth and Maddie are inviting their sisters on.
Do I need to kick you off of this episode, young?
No, it was accidental. I accidentally pressed the 1 star. I meant to go 5-star. Trust me, this podcast is amazing. Don't accuse me of things.
Change your review. Just go in and change
your
review.
Okay, I will.
It's simple. You see, that's why people don't want to listen.
I know, I'm sorry.
Get out of here right now.
No.
So, I was
episode, please.
I was looking yesterday. I looked yesterday on Apple Podcasts because I was curious if we had any reviews. And then I saw a review that said that from a long time ago that said this podcast was great, but that it was 1 star. And it happened to also be the guest on our episode. So the guest on our episode gave us a 1-star review.
Stop beating me over this. Please.
Shush.
You already made me get come off. Fine.
We're kidding.
We're kidding.
We're somewhat kidding.
But you did click 1 star, so we're kidding, but also...
This operation.
Can we get back to the topic, please?
No.
I don't want this episode becoming 3 hours. I joined.
We don't have news today, at least.
Yeah.
So...
But anyway...
Yeah.
It's fine. Fine. We'll be fine.
But yeah, so I played some WarioWare Get Together. That's a fun game. It's chaotic and you gotta think. It's really easy but hard because you have like half a second to process what is happening and what you need to do.
Yes.
So I really like it. Reminds me of the mobile game Dumb Ways to Die. I used to play a few years ago. I don't know if that's probably still a thing. I don't know.
I think it's still somewhat of a
What is that game?
It's about dumb ways to die.
Oh, like sticking a knife in a toaster.
Yes.
That's on.
Yes.
And electrocuting yourself.
Yes.
And jumping into a tank of shark.
Yes.
And holding a knife straight up and then tripping.
Yes.
Dumb Ways to Die. But,
okay.
To die.
Yeah, so we played a little bit of Splatoon last weekend, which I'm sure you're going to talk about with the story mode and stuff. And really I've been really busy, but I am still playing through Gris, which is like only like a 3-hour game and I'm like an hour into it. So you would think I would have completed it by now, but I haven't. But it is a really pretty game. So
yeah.
And
cool. Wait, which game? Sorry.
Gris.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one.
Never heard of it.
It's free on Switch.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, I think that's it. Can't think of Mario Sunshine. That's right. I was going to play Mario Sunshine, and I turned it on like I was going to play it, and then didn't really end up playing it. So
yeah, because she couldn't. Well, I was trying to help her with a level, and then she just quit.
You were trying to. You were playing Splatoon while I was playing it, or something. I don't remember.
I think I was playing my homework game. That I
No,
don't even
you
think
did
I'm
the same thing as me. Don't even. You turned the game on, and you didn't really play it. So.
Well, because it's the Wiggler boss fight, and it's so frustrating. I don't like it.
We should have, like, swapped. I should have played Mario, Luigi for you, and you should have played Mario Sunshine for me.
How about if... So, next time we record is when we have to have them done by. I've decided. So, how about if neither of us complete them? I don't want this to just be like, oh, next time, oh, next time, oh, next time. I'm like, this
No, you said, yeah, I did, like, yeah.
Yeah. This next episode, we need to be like, yeah, we didn't beat them, so...
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
2 weeks. We have 2 weeks.
We have 2 weeks to play them. I'll probably pull up a walkthrough and do it that way. So
I did have an idea. I briefly texted you, so we haven't actually confirmed this.
Oh yeah.
I had an idea that if we hit 100 subscribers, doing a community make you play. So
yes.
If anyone wants that or to see us suffer in any way, maybe you should subscribe.
Yeah, maybe you should go leave us a subscribe on YouTube, and also you should go leave us a follow on Twitch when we start doing stuff on Twitch. Also, you should go leave us a follow on Instagram as well.
Mm-hmm.
Join the Discord.
Talk more about that at because the end. Also join the Discord.
That's where all the chaos happens.
That is.
If you wanna get sued by FlightC for saying the word thanks to thank and
oh yeah, that was in our Discord, wasn't it?
And
of course, in the middle of it, we had to get a new person on it. I feel so bad for them. They walked in on chaos, and I'm like, yes, this is what the Discord is. Thank you for joining. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. And I was like, see, somebody gets it.
Guess what?
I think they're the first person that neither of us have been associated with that has joined the Discord. Because it's been your friends, my friends, and then people from other podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to know that we're starting to get new people, but...
Can we get back to what you've been playing? So this doesn't become a 3-hour episode.
So is that all you've been playing, Maddie?
I think so.
Well, I have been playing some more Legends Arceus, Pokemon Legends Arceus.
It's my game. She doesn't have it.
I've opened Breath of the Wild up and continued my playthrough of Master Mode. I did a little Pokemon Sword. I opened that up to do the codes and then realized that I have to go to GameStop to get the codes for Volcanion and Genesect. I finished Splatoon 3 Storm.
Sorry, on the topic of Sword and Shield, actually, I just saw that they're doing a raid event. I just saw a few hours ago
they're doing a raid event, for the forces.
I don't remember the Shadow and
the
Ice.
And Glacier.
Glacier and Spectrier.
Spectrier is superior.
So anyway,
if you need that, then yeah. Anyway, keep going.
And then Splatoon 3, I finished story mode in that. I did 100% all the kettles. I'm working on 100%ing all the kettles. Also, I bought Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, so I started playing that today. That was fun. But,
cool.
So yeah. And then also I played a little bit of my homework game. It's the first open world Star Wars game, like true open world Star Wars game, Lego Star Wars game. Yes.
Okay, so it's not because like the other ones are like in little like levels basically.
Well, it's still in levels, but you get to the levels via an open world.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't 100%. Well, there is some stuff that is locked behind levels, but to some extent, it just feels like you're playing through the stories. And another thing that's cool is you can start in any of the trilogies. I started in arguably one of the prequel trilogies are such a good trilogy because of the memes. So I started in chronological order with the prequels. Also because the memes are beautiful. Chef's kiss. All of the prequel memes. I did it for the prequel memes. In Lego form.
And you're gonna become a meme for doing
it. So anyways, that's what I've been playing. So next, how about we would be doing reviews, but nobody left us any reviews. So I am very mad. Also
show up in search results more.
Yes, please, and switch your 1-star rating to a 5-star rating.
He said it was sorry. Stop torturing me about it.
Don't leave us. Learn from Sam and don't leave 1-star reviews, please.
Yes. On quote-unquote accident.
It was an accident.
And it's really easy, like, you don't even have to write one. Like, there's some podcasts I listen to that I realize, like, I've been listening to for months and I just forgot to leave a review, but it's literally super easy on Spotify. You can just press the 5-star Apple. You don't even worry about writing something. That's too much work, whatever. Just push the button. Easy. And we appreciate it. So.
Yes. Yeah. We very much appreciate it. So, next is news. Which we have some news. Well, like the stuff was revealed. There's codes going around at GameStop for also Spectrier and Glastrier are in raid dungeons right now. And then also, just today actually, as of recording this, there was something revealed for Pikmin. Bandai Spirits Pikmin Ichiban Kuji releasing in Japan on November 1st. Also, Mario Party 1 and Mario Party 2 are coming November 2nd to the Switch.
Looking forward to that.
What?
I said I'm looking forward to that because
I am too.
I've never played the originals. So.
Same.
Oh, also, I guess another thing that recently happened is Belly Bolt was revealed with Iono. But,
the streamer gym leader.
Yeah. Reminds me of, well, once we become streamers. And then also Zelda Wiki is...
a butt!
But also, Zelda Wiki is splitting from fandom, so if you do look at Zelda Wiki a lot, that's happened. But so anyway, that's all the news I can really think of. Not a lot today. So next we get into a section of the show, segment of the show I think is going to be a little lengthy. Questions. So, first question is came in a little too late for last episode's recording, but from Presto the Magnificent, we have what's the best Kirby enemy? So, Samantha, what is the best Kirby enemy? Why don't you share your take?
I've never really played the Kirby games, so I really have no idea. The only Kirby boss I've ever fought is I did like the open world Kirby game.
Forgotten Land?
Yeah, I did one boss fight in that because I did the demo.
Was it the gorilla?
Yeah. He was okay.
Well, it's just an enemy. It doesn't have to be the boss. Do you like the little doggies in it?
Oh, those are cute.
Is that your favorite Kirby enemy? The little donkeys?
Enemy. Yes. They're so cute. They're like little foxy, quirky, thinking majigs that are so cute. I don't want to kill them. I wish I could have a bunch of them as a pet, like one right now sitting in my lap.
A lot of the enemies in Kirby, honestly.
Mario.
Sometimes I wonder if Kirby's the bad guy, because a lot of these enemies are just really cute little things, and we're just inhaling them and killing them, and I'm like, is Kirby the bad guy here? Because they're just cute little
Mario's
things.
the villain. Mario's a villain.
What?
So, the best Kirby enemy... Oh. What's the best Kirby enemy, Maddie? Why don't you share your take?
Yeah, so I forgot we were doing this question until, like, very last minute, so I was just scrolling through, and I think my favorite Kirby enemy is Grizzo. It's a bear. It's a very cute little... It's not good lighting. I'm trying to show you guys, but...
Oh, that is cute.
I can pull it up on my end, too.
It looks like
It's a little white bear. It's got a pink headband, and a lot of times it's either sleeping or it'll charge at you.
Oh my gosh, I want one of those as a pet.
It's so cute. It's so adorable. I want one.
It is.
You ruined it. Okay. The best Kirby... Yeah. Well, the best Kirby enemy for me is also the best Kirby character.
Kirby himself.
No! Meta Knight. Meta Knight is the best Kirby enemy. Every fight with Meta Knight is one to remember.
Oh. How does his fights go?
You fight him.
How?
Usually it's a sword fight. Beautiful. Meta Knight is pure art.
He's cool.
He's such a magnificent.
Isn't he like a Kirby?
Okay. So this is a question still from Presto the Magnificent. He has asked other podcasts this question, and I have been anticipating answering this question since the moment it was asked in the Discord. If you lost all of your gaming memories except one, which memory would bring you back to gaming / recover your lost memories? I think the one memory that you lost, the one memory you kept is the one that you would bring you back is what it's getting at. But I think
it's like reinvigorate, like make you love gaming, or make it all come back to you.
Yeah.
Can I say mine?
Go first. Yeah.
So I'd have to go with when we first got our Wii U, and we played and we did Nintendo Land and Super Mario 3D World on it. We got it. Our parents helped us set it up, and then for the rest of the day, we just played those games, and that would definitely be the memory for me.
Nintendo Land was so good.
Nintendo Land was so good. Bring Nintendo Land back.
I remember when it was just a blank slate. Now, in my profile in our Wii U, we're pretty much
it's a shared profile. Shared profile.
Yeah.
It's all one world. They should do Nintendo World. I would buy that in a heartbeat. Nintendo,
what was your
my
favorite?
money.
What was your favorite of the games in Nintendo Land?
Is that even a question? Legend of Zelda. No, actually, it wasn't. My favorite was the Mario one because I gotta bully my sisters.
We hated that. We guarded the star to keep her from getting it.
It was fun.
The only time you can ever win is if you either had 3 or 4 people playing, or you're by yourself and you have the 2 Yoshis. Only way you can win that game.
Well, so what I would always do though is I would just hide. And then when they would come, I would run. And there were times they ran past me, and it was beautiful. And then they would guard the star, puppy guard the star, and I would just stay in my spot and be like, yep, No star for me this game.
The worst part
Which
was
you
the
can
fact
get
that at
as
the
top
end,
one.
sorry.
But the best part is, though, is there was a stamp that you got, though, from completing it without getting the star. It was like starless victory.
Yeah, there was another one, like ending it on the starting point.
Oh, yeah, ending it when
Hard
getting
to
back
get.
to base, which I got that a couple times.
I think I may have gotten that once. Also,
another one for me is the ghost game, because that was another one I gotta just destroy people at. Be annoying.
So one, in Nintendo Land, in Mario Chase and Luigi's Mansion were the ones that I had two friends in my neighborhood that would, like, they didn't even know what a Wii U was until they met me. And then they would come over and we played the Luigi's Mansion one a ton. But the Mario Chase one was funny because remember there was like this FaceTime thing like on the gamepad?
Yeah, I never used that.
What? And then all the people on the screen, I think,
like, use it. I wasn't allowed to use it.
It's just the people in the room.
What do you mean?
Like
it's the little thing in the corner that shows you where everyone is and where you are on the map of the thing.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Sorry.
And that would show up at the end where Mario took his path, which was annoying. Yeah. Then you'd see how badly he missed him.
Something else. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. That was a side tangent. It was just, it's funny. You could see their face and whatever, even though you're in the same room. But I don't remember where I was going with that. So, Sam, it was the Wii U for you?
Wii U.
Oh, yes. When we first got it. Yeah, and we just played the rest of the day. That, perfection.
That's not it for me, though. You can go before I share mine, though, Maddie.
I thought of a lot of things for this, but I was like I have a lot of good memories on the Wii playing games with friends and stuff, but I actually think what would bring me back to gaming and something that I think about, even though in the grand scheme of things it was more recent, that I wish I could re-experience was Animal Crossing New Horizons in 2020. It's really weird because it was a very weird time for everyone, but it's a little bit nostalgic. Those days, like when Animal Crossing New Horizons was new and just playing the game and just designing, like terraforming was insane. And just doing all of that for the first time, watching people online doing it, FaceTiming, and just discovering this game like all together like that.
Yeah.
With New Horizons was just really fun. I know if I could go back, I think I would have taken the game slower because I think just like everyone else, burnout happened really fast. But we had nothing better to do, so you know. So I kind of miss New Horizons for the first time. And I think that like how much I loved designing in Animal Crossing and stuff, I think is really what would get me back into gaming if I just lost all my memories.
Yeah.
So.
The one for me would probably be the Christmas, not that we got our Wii U, but Christmas, I walked down the stairs, and there it was, the most beautiful piece of machinery ever, a Wii. And the year I got my Wii, well, there were a couple, but the big one I think that would probably be the one to bring me back would be seeing that Wii and playing Mario Kart Wii and playing Disney princesses because I was little.
Remember
And you can
that game?
deal with it, people.
Remember we would yell at each other when we played that game?
Oh, that, yeah. Sister bonding time video games.
Stuff of
Also,
childhood.
oh my goodness. This child still begs to play teams whenever we play Mario Kart. Does not know how to fly solo. It's very sad.
No, I do. I just find it more fun.
It's not fun. It's fun to be on your own and rely on your own judgment.
Yeah,
But
well, also because I sucked at Mario Kart and I didn't know you
But
could use
also-
the little joystick. I thought it was just tilt controls, which I hated. And was terrible at.
But also, New Super Mario Bros. Wii was another one that we got on our Wii. That was fun. Also, the Cabela's hunting game my dad had. That was fun. And then also Cabela. Oh my goodness. We still haven't figured out how to play the Cabela Kids game. Still struggle with that game. So that's fun.
And it is so hard.
It's a frustrating game. It's
rating
rating for everyone. It's very frustrating.
Well, yeah, that isn't the difficulty. That's the, like, if it's age appropriate, the content.
Yeah,
that has
but-
nothing to do with difficulty.
But it's still. It's way too hard for an E for everyone game. But
One of the
SE
Yeah.
skilled.
One of the-
Everyone's skilled.
yeah, one of the other first games that popped into my head that I know you guys sadly did not experience. You played the worst Mario Party game on the Wii, sadly. But Mario Party 8,
it is such a great game.
it's really not compared to 8. 8 is the best Mario Party game of all time.
I played 8.
In my
You brought
opinion.
8 over. I've
I
played
know
8 with you.
it's. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did, but it wasn't the same because you've got to be in. I don't know. It was all just the perfect experience back in the day, and it's very hard to recreate it. But
Yeah.
there's nothing like a nice 50-turn Koopa's Tycoon Town to get you going. I don't think I've ever made it through a 50-turn Mario Party game. I've tried.
You know, we should do
man,
that for a stream.
Yes, we should.
That would be a fun stream. Maybe we could have some friends from another podcast join us for it. I don't know.
I'm talking about Nintendo Pals or off the wall?
Nintendo Pal. Maybe off the wall. That would be a fun thing to do though, like with Mario Party Superstars maybe. So either the Wii for me for gaming or the time I picked up the time I was at school and this guy brought his Breath of the Wild book to school. And I looked at it and I was like, I must get this game. And then that is how I got into The Legend of Zelda. Breath of the Wild was my first game and now I am obsessed with The Legend of Zelda.
Yep. It used to be Mario. And
I never loved Mario. The only thing I liked about Mario was Daisy, which apparently a lot of people don't like Daisy. I'm looking at that. I think it's funny how we share the same birthday and yet we disagree on some interesting things that I didn't think we would disagree on. Looking at you, Andros.
Yoshi and Toad are superior.
So,
just putting that out
anyway.
now.
Is Breath of the Wild your favorite game of all time?
Twilight Princess is my favorite game now.
Can we just continue so this doesn't become 3 hours?
Wait a second. You're saying you like Twilight Princess now more than Breath of the Wild?
Yes. Because I get to turn into a doggy.
Guys, listeners, it's just a phase, guys. We just gotta hold on tight. We just gotta
I'm
be
afraid,
supportive.
okay?
It's just a face.
I'm a
She's
furry.
into dark link. She's a furry for a little bit, but it'll be okay. Breath of the Wild 2 is coming. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom.
So we had Pirates of the Caribbean, though.
Wait, where is this coming from?
The whole dog thing. Remember we had Lego Pirates of the Caribbean on our Wii, and I would want to be the dog every time.
Oh yeah, we would fight to the death over who would play this Lego dog.
Because every time you attack, you bark. And it was so much fun. We would fight.
Anyways, so yeah, that happened. But anyway, so next up from Presto. Gengar, smash your pass.
Smash!
Just kidding. What would you want out of a Ghost Ice type? First of all, Gengar, pass. And then, also, a Ghost Ice type has technically already occurred.
Yes, Frostlass.
Her name is Frostlass, yes.
Yes. Very creepy if you read its description with Sword and Shield.
But, so anyways.
Very creepy.
I think a Ghost Ice type, I do like Frostlass's story. I feel like it should be but I feel like the next Ice type should just be someone who died in the mountains.
That is Frostlass.
That froze. And also, they now hunt people they're in a rivalry with Chandelures. Because all they needed was fire to survive. And they didn't get fire. So now, this new Pokemon is at war with Chandelure for the rest of time.
Can I say what I would do?
As we know it.
Can I say what I would do? Beth.
What?
So what I think is there's already that. I would want something like a ghost type, because all ghost types have tends to be like someone died, they were connected to this or that. I think it'd be cool if their previous life, I guess that's the thing with ghost types, if they had some like big connection to the mountains and snow and all that, and make it a bit cheery. Like even though they were lost, but what they do now is they guide people to help them not be lost in the woods, because they don't want people falling for the same thing, like a bit more of a cheery ghost type, because we don't have many of those. And I really think it would be really cool if Nintendo added one that was happier, funner, like Trevant. It guards forests and is really nice to those in it. It's to the Pokemon that live in it, but it guards people from chopping down the trees in it. It is more of a friendly ghost type. If we could just have more of those, one, I think it would make people like ghost types maybe a bit more. But it would also make them not be like, oh, these creepy things that steal your soul, that kill people, that are bloodthirsty killers like Dusknoir.
And I like bloodthirsty killers.
That's not my point.
Drifloon that takes away children.
Oh, and it's sort of Shield. It's lonely. Well, like, I know that's why I want it though. I want it to be a good one that doesn't steal souls, eat souls, kill people, all of that. I just want it to be a nice one. Like, is it Husk Ninja? No, Shed Ninja. Shed Ninja. A ghost bug type. Anyway, what would you look... what would you look for, Maddie?
I kind of had trouble, trying to think of something with this. But, so I was kind of thinking of it from, a perspective of, what's, a animal that I would, an ice Pokemon creature that I'd want to become a ghost. And kind of the first thing I thought of was what about a penguin Pokemon that became a ghost type? I'm not really sure how that would work.
Like ice,
but a Delibird.
No,
an Ice Cube evolution. That would be
dead Delibird. I want a dead Delibird now.
Oh my gosh, no.
And he fell off the roof. When Delibird falls off the roof.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. This is the Delibird. That's the Santa that you don't want. That gives you coal in your stocking instead of
And
presents.
kills you if you're awake and see him.
So instead of the only move it knows, the only move it knows instead of being present, it's coal. It chucks coal at you.
Okay.
No, I don't endorse Pokemon that murder people. But it's a ghost, right? So it shouldn't be able to, because it's already dead.
Next, from Ember Aqua. Question: what would you want to see in a ghost psychic type Pokemon? This has not happened yet.
Yes, it has. Lunala. Lunala is a ghost psychic.
Oh.
Lunala, because Cosmoem is a psychic, then it evolves, and so the lion one, I'm forgetting its name, I'm pretty sure it's like a psychic steel type. And then Lunala is actually psychic ghost.
Well, I want to see a dead Abra.
Forgot.
No, I want to see a dead Alakazam.
Oh my gosh.
It's an Alakazam that was not loved and died.
Oh my gosh. Well, ghost types already show some sort of psychic power because they can lift objects to freak people out. Well, Gengar, for example.
I think I have a problem. I want to see dead Pokemon. Like, actual Pokemon to die. I want to see actual Pokemon.
This is who I have to live with.
Here. Well, it is a little disturbing that there are Pokemon graveyards. Like, I kind of feel like the Pokemon games kind of make it seem like Pokemon are immortal, because they can get beat up and they just faint and it's fine, and the Pokemon Center can save them. But how do they actually die?
Nuzlocke.
It's all the it's all the Nuzlocke fronts. That's what they are.
So beautiful.
Can you imagine people in the real world that decide this is the level of Pokemon battles? This is the league where your beloved Pokemon actually will die if you lose. So, anyway, I'll go ahead with my idea.
Yes.
I guess.
Is it a dead Alakazam?
Oh my gosh,
no.
Elizabeth.
I actually had an interesting idea because I wanted to, with Pokemon designs, I like when they base them off of like stories or legends or some mythological creature or something like that. So, and this is a really kind of random thing, but there is in Spanish cultures, their version of the Tooth Fairy is a rat that I guess shows up in people's house and swaps their tooth out for a gift.
Rats can be cute though.
That is disturbing. We need to arrest the entirety of Spain, guys, immediately.
You wonder where Florida was named by a Spanish conquistador.
I don't care about that. Spain.
Granted, they did kill a lot of people, native tribes, like Mesoamerica, Central America, those areas.
This is Pokemon, so it's going to be. So I was thinking Psychic is perfect because, you know, Pokemon should have their own version of the Tooth Fairy or they call it El Raton Perez, which is a rat named Perez. But I thought Psychic was perfect because it could use its psychic powers to, I don't know,
locate teeth.
I don't know if I didn't look into this enough, if they put the tooth like under their pillow, like with the Tooth Fairy. But maybe this Pokemon uses its psychic powers to take the tooth and then put it a gift. And then maybe it's a ghost type so that it can, this is a little creepy, but so it can like go through the walls of people's houses.
Be seen if a kid wakes up. If a kid wakes up and they see a rat in the room with a tooth, how do you think they're gonna feel? Even if they know the legends, how do you think they're gonna feel if they just see a rat?
Well,
with a tooth?
maybe it's a Pokemon though, so maybe it's
True.
Maybe it's more cute.
Something
or something.
that. Are you done, Maddie?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
go
something
ahead.
I would like to maybe see in a ghost psychic type is, you know how there's the magician tricks? You have to make someone disappear. You know, psychics are typically shown as magicians. But if it was a magician, like Pokemon, and because it's a ghost type, it makes it extremely good at disappearing. See what I'm getting?
It's a dead Alakazam.
No, but it like floats, and for some reason I'm seeing it as like looks like a bird for some reason with like a cute hat and like a cape, and it just like floats like a ghost type, and it can just vanish like
we need to
really
get through
quickly.
these questions fast.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I'm
Stop
thinking.
talking so much.
Next question, Elizabeth.
If you could create any Zelda-related game in the world, what would you create? That's easy for me. I would create a Sheik game. A game where we get to play Sheik in the 7 years, the mysterious 7 years between where Ganon and Dwarf took power. Or, it'd be really cool, a game based off of a character I created myself called Desra Flora.
Oh my gosh.
Who has an alternate identity of Suna, which is her hero half, and then Desra Flora is her daughter of Ganondorf, evil villain half.
Yeah.
A game based around her would be pretty cool, which you guys can go check out. On our website, I have a link to all of my fan fictions I write, including one link to Suna's story that you should all totally check out, and I would love to hear your feedback on it, guys. So,
okay, so you done, Beth? So
you go, Sam.
So I would go with a VR Zelda game, because we've got all of the ones where you play on the Switch. But if they were to make it like VR, I think that would be so cool. Like, you're in the eyes of Link, you have your sword, you have your shield. You have to physically move your arms. Kind of like it with the Wii. And it's like you actually move, you actually jump, you actually spin. Exercise Zelda kind, I guess.
Okay, so, Maddie, you go.
That'd be cool. So I didn't really think about like how this game would like be like story-wise or like which Zelda I guess it would be or which characters, but I would really like to see a Legend of Zelda game that is like a tactics RPG, like Fire Emblem style, like combat. I don't know how it would make sense for Zelda in the game. I didn't really think that hard about it. Yeah. If you or listeners have any ideas about how a tactics Zelda game would work, that would be cool. But I would just really like that because they did a warrior style Zelda game. I mean, they've done 2, which I wouldn't have expected, but I think they should branch out and do more different types of genres with Zelda.
Yeah, cool. Right. So, next. From Presto the Magnificent, what is your least favorite music genre?
I don't know.
Classical, obviously.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't have one because there's some raps I like. There's some classical music I like. There's pop, rock, a lot of different genres that I like. Maybe I'd have to go with techno. Because it's not. I guess I don't really like the
I don't think that's really electronic music. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, like, I guess where it's like, ew.
Yeah, that's more of like electronic music.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that. So, I guess that'd probably be my least favorite. What would yours be, Madison?
So, my original thought was like, heavy or death metal where they're like screaming into the mic. Like, I do not listen to that stuff. That is not my thing. But then earlier this year, I watched the anime Agretsuko, which, don't get me wrong, that did not make me start listening to that type of music. But it's really funny because the show is about this like Sanrio style like character. Well, all the characters in the show are like cute, like animals. But the main character, she doesn't like her job and she's angry. So after work, she goes to the karaoke and then she just screams to get all of her anger out into like songs, and it's really funny. It's a really good show. So I can't say that anymore just because of how much I like that show and it's funny. So I would have to say, like, thinking about genres I really don't listen to would probably be country because I just not. I know
Same, I don't like some
I
of
know lots of people are going to be very disturbed.
I don't know if we can still continue to do this podcast, young ma'am. I don't think we can do this podcast no more.
I hate.
Especially in the area I live in. People aren't going to be. The only time I listen to it is to make fun of the lyrics because it's ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. It's kind of funny how ridiculous it is.
Have you ever heard Chicken Fried?
Country is beautiful.
Have you ever heard Chicken Fried?
Repetitive. Yes.
Not if you clearly don't listen to the right people then, because if you listen to the right people, it's not that repetitive.
Have you ever heard Chicken Fried by Zach Brown Band?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you know I like my chicken fried.
Have you ever heard of Stop singing. You're gonna get copyrighted.
Okay, fine.
So anyway, though, my least favorite music genre is emo.
Hey?
Fair.
Emo.
I have no idea what that is.
Just bleh.
Okay, then the same thing. It's like
pure throw up.
Okay, then probably.
Next question from Lily Likes RPGs, our new fan. What is your favorite RPG? This is a very easy question. It is an action RPG, and its name is The Legend of Zelda.
Zelda. Both really fun.
Actually, no, Pokemon. Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Pokemon.
I'm not so
Mario
sure.
Zelda.
Not so sure Zelda is an action RPG. You don't have a party, and you don't level up, and you don't recruit new members.
Pokemon.
Would Miitopia be one?
Oh yeah, Miitopia.
Yeah.
Yes, Miitopia. If you haven't played Miitopia, play it. Yeah. If you haven't played Miitopia, please play it and let us know if you did.
Yeah.
I have to say, some people are like, it's a baby RPG. I don't care. It's Pokemon. Come at me. I've played other RPGs, not a ton, but it doesn't matter because I like Pokemon the most. My favorite franchise of all time is well tied with Animal Crossing, which people could probably guess. So, yeah, Pokemon. I've heard people call it baby's first RPG. I don't care.
Mario is mine.
I don't think Mario's an RPG.
It's not an RPG.
Oh, it isn't? I thought it was.
You don't level up. Unless, I guess... Yay! Okay, now we gotta talk bad about Maddie. Maddie's the worst co-host ever, and I can't believe I have to co-host with her, and... I'm kidding. That was all a joke, guys. That was all a joke. Shush.
Why did you just trash talk Maddie? She just trash talked you.
Yeah, she knows. That happens every episode.
It's the hidden segment of the show. Did you make a sound clip for it yet?
No, I should.
The hidden segment of the show where Discord decides to crash on my computer for some reason. So
And Beth gets to trash talk Maddie.
I was here to stop it, though.
it's a really good thing you don't have this problem because I think that the podcast would just die.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
Can I do the next question?
It would. We could find out.
Hey, Beth.
So, next...
Can I do the next question, please?
Yes, read it. From Solo Something.
Okay. From Solo Something.
Yeah.
What is the largest amount of hours you have put into a game? 310 hours in Animal Crossing. Hate on me all you want.
1,000 hours Breath of the Wild.
What?
I think it's close to 800 Animal Crossing newly.
Mm-hmm.
So that was easy.
Yeah.
Wait, what did Sam? What did you say?
310 hours in Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we both are Animal Crossing, and Beth is Zelda. So
Yes.
Yeah.
that's about right.
So next up, we finally are getting into my favorite, one of my second favorite part of the show, because Icebreaker's my favorite. The Gamer Girl topic. So, today's Gamer Girl topic is top 10 ghost types. So, anyways. First up, let's go with Samantha. What is your number 10?
I have to go with Dusk Noir. It's a ghost archetype. The reason why I'd have to go with that is I love its design. I think it's really cool. It's just the way it is why it's so low on my list. Is because what it does is because its mouth is on its stomach. I always thought its mouth was on its head, and the yellow zigzag line on its stomach was just for decoration. No, that's its mouth. It uses that to swallow its prey whole, only eats the soul, and then it spits out the husk. Tell me that is not disturbing.
I think I realized that was actually its mouth.
Yeah, I didn't realize it either until I saw it open its mouth.
Oh. I forgot about that. Well, yep, that makes it creepier.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Maddie, what is your number 10?
My number 10 is Yawmask.
That's a pretty good one.
Why?
This is so cute.
You know how
Because
good of a meme that makes? That Pokemon has made?
Wear Yawmask.
Put on your
Back in
mask.
Don't forget
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a little sad, the regular Yawmask, because it's apparently a person that died, and now it's like wearing a mask of its face, if I remember right, like from when it was a person.
And then it
That's a
wanders
little
the ruins
disturbing.
looking for someone who knows its face. Basically, it's a sad, lonely Pokemon. The only way of being able to not be lonely anymore is to find someone that knows its face.
I mean, we're kind of on like Cubone levels of depressing now.
Yeah, let's go on.
So, yeah. Next up is, first up, so my number 10 is Trevenant, which I think it's a really cool Pokemon overall, and I really like its grass ghost typing. So, yeah. That I really like it. I think it's overall a great Pokemon.
Did you read its Pokédex entry?
We're not talking about Pokédex entries. We're just going off of, like, top 10s right now.
Okay.
So just, please,
Mm-hmm.
we need to get through this. Because it's light here, and I'm falling apart, and mentally, so. You're number 9. Go.
Dreepy. I knew it's ghost type. I wasn't sure if it's flying, but it's actually a ghost dragon type. I just like its design. It's really cute. And if you've ever seen a Dreepy, you see that's it's really cute. It's like a floating dinosaur. Madison, you can say your number 9 now.
Okay. My number 9 is Sensu Style Oricorio. When I was first making this list, I kind of completely forgot about this Pokemon, but and I never I can show you, but it's are you familiar with Oricorio has like 4 different forms? I don't think it was I don't think it's I don't know if it's been in a Pokemon game since Sun and Moon, but the lighting's just really bad.
Which Pokemon is that?
Sensu Style Oricorio.
I know it. Oh, I know that one.
Oh, it's the bird.
It's the cool bird that is like fire, psychic, ghost, and it was like fire, psychic, ghost, and water?
Electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just really like its design.
It's that one. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I love that Pokemon. It is so pretty.
Yeah. So
I want that.
Yeah, hopefully it's in Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, that would be so cool if they incorporated it.
It would be a cool one to be in Scarlet and Violet.
Oh yeah.
I think the red one would kind of fit.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah. It's more of a flamenco dancer.
What's your number 9?
My number 9 is Dragapult because it shoots its children out of its head, and its children enjoy being shot out of its head.
Yes. Funny thing is, those are the Dreepies.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what its children are. People know Dreepies. I would hope you know Dreepies. But anyway, so Sam, number 8.
Gengar. It's a classic. It's pretty cool, and its Gigantamax, if you ever seen it, is like bone-chilling amazing. So, what's yours, Madison?
Decidueye. Because it's a really cool looking Pokemon. Probably one of the coolest starters.
Wait, which one? Sorry.
Decidueye.
Oh yeah, Decidueye, yeah.
So, yeah, it kind of surprised me when it evolved from its middle stage and it was grass flying, and then it became a ghost grass. I think that was the first time a starter was 2 types in its middle evolution, and then one of them changed for the third, and then it became ghost type. So that was interesting.
What's yours, Beth?
My number 8? My number 8 is Frostlass, because it's a woman who carried a grudge and died in the mountains and now hates men and murders them and freezes them into statues.
And then brings them to her lair.
Yeah. And then she watches them slowly die, freezing to death. So Sam, number 7, go.
Golett. It is the pre-evolution of Golurk.
Okay.
It is adorable. I love it much better. Golurk. It is so cute if you look at it. It's like it's like a miniature thing of Golurk. And I find it interesting. It is one of the few non-legendary Pokemon that has no gender. Like, doesn't have a defined gender. And it's just really cute and it's really cool. Madison?
Number 7?
So mine was actually Sam's number 8, Gengar. Is my number 7.
Pretty close to having the same one.
Let's just hope that doesn't continue. Or again.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with Gengar's a classic. He's getting a Squishmallow, and has a Gigantamax, and a Mega, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has a
Mega
Mega
Evolution.
and a G-Max.
I wonder what it looks like when it's crystallized. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, you're saying which type?
Yeah, like what its different types would look like. So.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Hey Beth, what was yours number 7?
Oh, my number 7 is Hisui and Zorua. Because it's adorable. And it's a marshmallow. And it will kill you. Anyway, so yeah, that was my number 7. So Sam, go with your number 6.
Litwick. It is adorable. It is cute. It is lovable. It is awesome. It's just it's a cute Pokemon. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I agree.
Madison, what's your 6?
Mine is one that I think Beth already had, Dragapult. Same reason, because it yeets the Dreepy. Actually, the first time I really loved this Pokemon was when there was a meme, and it was like Dragapult, and it was like, yeet the child. It's really dumb, but funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Beth?
My number 6 is Poltegeist. Because it is adorable little cup of tea that
You Poltegeist the teapot or Sinistea the teacup?
Is so confused. Is Sinistea the teacup?
Yes, Sinistea is the little teacup that has the face. Poltegeist is the cracked teapot, the little spirit that has the lid as its hat.
Oh, well, Sinistea is my number 6 then. It's the little teacup. Delicious.
Which evolves into Sinistea evolves into Poltegeist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sam, number 5, go.
Phantom. Cute. It has been one of my favorites for a pretty long time. It's stories that it's like a kid that got lost in the woods, and what it does is it's a kid that got lost in the woods, and that died or something in the woods, and their spirit incarnated a tree stump. So, Madison.
So, my number 5 is Chandelure, because I really like its design, and its shiny is really cool too, because then the fire's orange instead of blue.
It has red, orange flames instead of blue flames.
Okay, that sounds cool. It's like a purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I was just gonna say the other reason I liked it was because you can play as it in a Pokken tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun. So.
Yeah. Beth?
My number 5 is Aegislash. Because it has a really cool ability where it alternates between its sword stance and its defense stance. So.
I forgot that was a ghost type.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like it. Also, Hyrulean versions of it are beautiful.
Cool.
Like, they switch it from the Master Sword, Hylian. So anyways, that's fun. So Sam, you're number 4. We gotta get through.
It's really
That's a great one for this time of year.
Oh, if you've never seen it, it is adorable, like Phantom. Because for some reason, Ghost type first fire. Because for some reason, Ghost type first evolutions have it. For some reason, they're spirits that just are cute. But also, its light is supposed to be a bunch of spirits that are wandering spirits that are then taken to the afterlife.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. What's your number 4?
Sam and I are like the same wavelength because Pumpkaboo's gonna come up soon. But my
come on, it's so cute. Come on.
But my my number 4 is Shedinja. And, I'm not, the hugest fan of how Shedinja looks. I mean, it's the leftovers of, it's based off of the shell of, which is, Cicada.
Nincada, yeah.
Nincada.
But, yeah, which is based off of that. But, yeah, but what's really cool about Shedinja is its ability that makes it not take damage unless it's attacked by a Pokemon that is super effective and it only has 1 HP point. So it's like all or nothing. And that's just a really unique mechanic. And also really fun when you're playing a randomizer and a completely different Pokemon gets that ability. Crazy.
Yeah. Especially if it's like a Charizard.
Yeah, so Beth, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is Dusknoir, which was your number 10. I really like Dusknoir's design overall, so.
He's creepy. Grenade, you like the creepy ones for some reason?
It's because I named it Cat Noir. So.
Okay.
Because I was obsessed with
Can I say my number 3?
So what?
Trevins. Sorry, my
number
3 is
3.
Trevins. It's Trevenant, but
Trevenant, yeah, which I have lower.
Which I just because, as I said earlier, its whole thing is it's a tree, and its roots they can use to control other trees, and it doesn't rake people and scares people away from cutting down trees. It is extremely kind to those Pokemon that live in the forest with.
Yeah.
Madison, what is your number 3?
About Trevenant for a second. Have you ever played the it's in Mario Kart DS, it's the Luigi's Mansion race? That
I have.
Is it in Mario Kart 8?
No, it's not. There's a different similar one in Mario Kart 8. But in this one there's these walking trees, like you drive through a swamp area and there's these trees that walk and they it'll Trevenant makes me think of them. So
yeah, they do look like Trevenant.
And Trevenant's shiny is also amazing because its bark is then white and then its leaves are red, orange, and it is so beautiful, especially with fall. It's like the perfect fall birch tree. Madison, what is your number 3?
I hinted it before, Pumpkaboo. I like it pretty much for all the reasons you guys already said. It's a little cute pumpkin. Fun fact, Jessie had it in the XY arc of the Pokemon show.
Nice.
Cool. Another thing though about it is if you look at its evolution, forgetting the name on it, it's basically very similar, except the pumpkin and body colors are swapped, and the body's a bit longer and the pumpkin's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Beth, what is your top 3?
My number 3, is Phantom, because it's so cute, and then also because the story behind it, where it's a dead child.
Yes, she likes gruesome ghost types. I think that's what they are.
So cute. And
oh my gosh.
My Pokemon cards.
It goes along with the Twilight Princess phase.
Yeah, it's just a phase, Mom.
Anyway, so my
Sam,
number 2?
Number 2, and then after we do number 2s, it's honorable mentions, and then we do number 1s, and then we reveal what everybody else said because we asked them, and then we wrap it up.
Okay. So me, I chose Yamask as my number 2. It is a solid ghost type. I love both versions of it, Galarian and non-Galarian. Galarian has a bit of a different story, as in it was a cursed piece, of artifact that took over a Yamask or a spirit. But the normal Yamask, as I think Elizabeth or Beth stated earlier, is that it is a man and the face is supposed to be its previous mask.
It was me. It was my number 10.
Oh, it was you then. But
it's okay.
And then like it goes in looking for people who know its face. It's a bit of a sad Pokemon, but it's an oldie and a goodie. So, can you blame me? Anyway, Madison, what is your second favorite?
Number 2 was already on Beth's list, I believe. Hisui and Zora.
Well, yeah, that was my number 7.
I can't believe I forgot about that one. That's so cute.
It is really adorable. I want to. Oh my gosh, there's a plush of it on Pokemon Center. I just googled Hisui and Zora. It's so cute. I know.
So Beth.
Let her finish.
Sorry, Madison, you can finish.
I'm good. I think I feel like I just talked about this Pokemon because I think it was up there on my regional variant list in that episode. But
yeah, it was on mine too. Pretty high.
Oh, I really like the special, the Legends Arceus mini anime show, whatever thing they did with that kid in the Hisui and Zora. I don't know if you've seen that, but
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
I've never seen it. That sounds fun.
It was so good, so good.
So Beth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Yeah. Go ahead.
So Beth, what's your second?
My number 2 is Mimikyu.
Why did I forget Mimikyu? Oh my gosh! Why did I forget?
Easy.
That would have so been in my top 5 if I only remember it. You know how cute it is.
Can I explain why it's Mimikyu is very sad. It is a Pikachu. It wants to be loved like Pikachu, and still nobody loves it.
It actually hates Pikachu as well. It hates Pikachu.
Yeah. Well, it envies Pikachu, so it hates it. So next, Sam. Next up is honorable mentions.
So do I say my 5?
Just speed through them.
So I have Spectra, Lunala, and Marshadow because those are like legendaries and mythicals, which we really couldn't add into the list. And then I also did Sandygast and Chandelure. If you've never seen Sandygast, it's like the little sand castle, and its shiny is extremely cool with actually gray sand and a yellow flag. And if you've never been to some of the Hawaiian beaches, it's like they have like black gray sand,
charcoal sand,
like charcoal sand,
lava sand.
Yeah.
So, and then you said like Chandelure.
Yes, because I like it. It's a cool Pokemon.
So yeah, but Maddie, what's your honorable mentions?
The only thing I had that you guys hadn't mentioned, and it was originally going to be in my list, and then I was informed that mythicals were not allowed. This Pokemon does not get enough love, and that's Hoopa. Come on.
Oh yeah, Hoopa.
I love Hoopa.
Okay.
And
Hoopa!
People do.
Not a favorite. Though I do like it. Like I like it better when it's little. When you make it
into ghost psychic type.
Is it?
I think so.
Dark. I thought it was Ghost Dark. Like Dark Psychic or something.
Yeah.
But if you do like the thing after Hoopa, that's like the big thing, I don't like it. Because doesn't it have like that really creepy long nose and everything?
It turns into like a big, really creepy.
Yeah, the form that it turns into, I'm not.
Type.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So it uses rings to travel, like to teleport. So that's interesting.
Yeah. It likes to watch legendaries battle each other and demolish cities in the process.
Hey Beth, what is your?
My honorable mentions are Palossand, which is Sandygast, but a sand castle instead of just a pile. Also, if the kid returns to pick up their shovel, they're gonna die, so that's fun. Shedinja.
Really?
Because it's... Yeah.
That's in the deck?
According to the lore, it's a shovel that got left behind by a kid going to the beach, and if the kid comes back and tries to get their shovel back, their Sandygast or Sand will fight back and the kid will probably end up dying.
Unless a dry flume comes in to save him.
Sure. And then
Yeah.
Ninja, but then also Giratina, because he is a beautiful boy. Beautiful. He's antimatter. He's part of the trio with Dialga and Palkia. Yeah.
Time, space,
Marshadow,
antimatter.
because it's an adorable little black marshmallow creature
And
that
if you've
could
ever
destroy
seen
you.
this other thing,
And then Lunala, because Lunala is just beautiful. So, anyways, number one, Samantha.
Can I go last? My number one.
No,
Please
give
just
us
guess.
give us your number one first.
Dry fluid. Is
Because it
fine?
carries
I will completely
children
Here,
away.
No, let me explain. So I was playing Pokemon Shield, and I was like, you know what the heck? I'm gonna catch a dry flume. I'm gonna catch this Pokemon. It's a dry flume. First one I encounter is shiny.
This was shortly after I failed at catching a shiny Dialga on the first encounter.
Yes,
Mind you.
Ha. I go. If
Nice
you've never
to
seen the
know.
shiny, it's beautiful because instead of purple, it's yellow, and the yellow where it's like X's is blue. Very pretty. And so, first shiny I caught made me fall in love with the Pokemon.
Then it also carries dead.
And another thing is I also caught it.
Then it
So,
also carries
which
kids
is
away.
funny. Well, in the Pokédex entry for like Sword and Shield, it's like it's lonely, and it's like it wants to play with
And
friends.
it kills
That's really-
children. Just because you're lonely doesn't give you a right to kill
I know.
children. I'm lonely. Does that mean I get to kill children?
No.
Should I go kill children?
Who knows? It may not even kill them. It may take them to a special place where kids can have nothing
And
but
it
fun and
kills
play
them.
with it.
You would
Special
rather
place.
make your...
The
What about
special
the family?
place
I know.
What
where
about this?
Okay,
you
come
die.
on. It's double hockey sticks. This is why I want a ghost type that is not completely and totally evil. This is why I wanted that ghost ice type like that, and I think it'll probably be like a snow big cat or some sort of like mountain dog that guides people. That's why I want
You have
this
to.
good
I mean,
ghost type that actually cares about people, and people don't
I mean, you
hate
have
on
to-
constantly.
you have to love Driftwood, even though it's disturbing.
Yeah, I don't like its evolution though. Driftblim is
Yeah.
not a favorite.
Eh,
Anyways.
yeah. Yeah, it's shiny's nice too. My number one was Beth's number two, Mimikyu.
Crazy.
Why didn't I choose Mimikyu?
Yeah, I like it for the same reasons. As you said, it's I also love it because in the Sun and Moon arc of Pokemon, yeah, in the Sun and Moon arc of Pokemon, they get one. It is such a funny character in that
Yeah,
series,
actually-
and whatever it,
Yes,
I
he
think it
loves
like
it so
lifted.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, in the thing it loses its cape gets all tattered, and she says, "Hey, I'll take you to the mall." But he so loves his costume that she fixed it up for him anyway. And Jessie is the only human that we know of to ever survive seeing what is truly under Mimikyu's thing. Because a scientist did it once in the
And he
name of
died.
science. Next day, no one saw him, and he disappeared. So basically,
Yeah.
she's like the only person we know of who ever survived seeing under Mimikyu's disguise.
Yeah.
That just shows
I
how
think-
important she is.
In the series, I think it's like the end of the episode, like it reveals itself to Meowth, and then he just like dies or something, like dies. Like in quotation marks, but and then it makes this like this very mysterious noise. It's just funny. It's Sun and Moon's my least favorite series of Pokemon, but it still had its funny parts like that.
Well, my Yeah.
What's your top one?
My number one was not even on Sam's list, and it was a little low on your list. I was very sad. It is the greatest Pokemon of all time. A ghost Pokemon you can play in Pokken Tournament DX, and I always destroy people with. It's Chandelure.
I know honorable mentions. It is epic. It is beautiful.
I want one in my house.
Down on my list of like 22, 23 ghost types. Yes, I love ghost types. It's my favorite type.
Souls out of them. What more could you want out of a ghost type?
My God. One that isn't completely hated on because it has an extremely dark past or does extremely dark things.
So,
oh my gosh.
Next,
can I please read them?
No,
please.
You can do maybe a couple. Maddie can do a couple.
Can I do Colo and
maybe?
Then
Sure. So, we asked our listeners, what's your favorite ghost-type Pokemon? Any specific reason why? We asked you, the listeners, over on Discord, which is why you should join Discord, guys. So, first, coming in from Presto the Magnificent, my favorite ghost-type is Decidueye, because he's the final Evo of my favorite starter. That's a good reason to like Decidueye. I respect that. So, Samantha, do you want to read the one from Colo?
So from Colo, my favorite ghost type Pokemon is Poltegeist because I don't play Pokemon, but I looked up ghost type and saw that he was a little teapot, short and stout with a handle and a spout.
Super cute.
Great thing on the teapot song. So cute. Elizabeth.
So what did you have to say, Maddie? Sorry.
Well, I didn't have anything to say.
Solo
something's next.
Yes.
Yeah. So Golurk. He looks like a good henchman to have around in case something needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, yes. Get your Golurk bodyguard today.
If you've never seen Pokemon Go, not Pokemon Go, but the Pokemon Journeys, then you'll see that there's a ginormous Golurk in it. Have that as your bodyguard or henchman. You'll be unstoppable. Much.
So, Maddie, do you want to read the last one from Ember Aqua? And we can wrap today's show.
Ember Aqua says, my favorite ghost type would have to be Phantom because of how cute it is in its backstory. And honestly, I don't know why I didn't put Phantom on my list now that I think about it. Because I really like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, that was a fun episode.
So today, thank you all for coming and joining us for the 14th episode of Season 2 of the Gamer Girl Podcast. This was an exhausting one because we recorded late for me. A little late for Maddie, but anyways. So, go leave us a subscribe on YouTube, a follow on Twitch, and possibly subscribe on Twitch. Go check out my fan fictions over on the website. Go leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, and Spotify. Also, go leave us a follow on Instagram. Again, thank you all for joining us today. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, evening, night, afternoon, morning, etc. And it was a pleasure having you on today, Samantha.
Yes, and also, guys, if you want me to come on again, make sure you like this video and subscribe if you ever want me on again. Please do it because I enjoy doing this. And if you like me being on it, please subscribe, like, and don't forget to check out the other podcasts mentioned during this episode. Thank you for joining us.
So, thank you for joining us. Goodbye.